Down the road, there is a man with an incredible NFL accomplishment, an accomplishment so big that his ticket stubs were given to that Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Our Allison had been sitting down with the man who, let's just say, has seen his fair share of football games.
I've been to 561.
561 NFL games, and $200,000 later, Claremont resident Brian Gushue has lived quite a fulfilling life. And it started with an MLB and NFL stadium tour of natural grass fields, but turned into something more.
I found that with baseball, it's like I could go someplace, and once I was there, I could cross it off my list. But with football, it was like, I want to go back. I don't want to be a one and done with football. Let's just keep going. And then I realized that I need to base my goal on a number of games, not venues, because that's how much I love the sport. 500 just popped into my head, and I thought, yeah, that's a pretty high number, but if I'm dedicated enough, I should be able to reach it.
And here he is, mission accomplished nearly 30 years later.
This was my one and only game at Gillette Stadium.
But out of all those experiences, one that stood out the most happened right here in San Diego.
Seeing the Chargers win against the Colts and Peyton Manning in sudden death overtime in the playoffs, when Darren Sproles ran into the end zone, scored the winning touchdown.
Here's Sproles. Sproles inside the 10, inside the 5, and the Chargers win the game.
It was one of the most amazing experiences in my life.
And as much as it is a journey of the love of the game, it's also a journey of strength.
I played football as a kid. Even though I have cerebral palsy, I have a mild case of it. And when I was a kid, my balance was good enough to where I could play football. And thankfully, I had the God-given ability to throw a spiral, which, as anybody who throws a football knows, if you want to get the most out of your throws, you need to throw a spiral.
A spiral that turned into something spiral-bound, a long-awaited book to document his experiences.
It's really kind of my football memoir, I would think. I tried to write something that I hope would appeal to both the casual football fan and the diehard football fan. And I'd like to think I succeeded in that.
An already incredible journey. But there is another step for Brian, to see every team play 25 games, or, as he likes to put it, 100 quarters.
Of the NFL's 32 teams, I've seen 12 of them that many times so far. Wow. So I've got 20 left to go, and I figure I should be able to do that in about 10 to 15 years.
Allison Edmonds.
We try to go to at least one Browns game a year.
KUSI Sports.